Do you want to give me tiny kisses? Thank you for tiny kisses. That's so nice. Hi guys, it's Mad About Animals Mags, the animal welfare, your favorite animal welfare scientist, mythical creature, and devoted rat mom. For quite a while now, I've been wanting to make intro videos for each member of our Mischief, and today I am starting with my sweet girl Angel. And you can tell because I'm living my best, angelic life today. I don't know if it's working or not, but that's the intention. This is Angel. Say hi, Angel. She is such a beauty and such a little goblin. She's a sweetie pie, but she's also definitely one of the spiciest rats I've ever had. This little goblin is my little tiny explorer. She's so active and energetic. She's probably 2.5 now, possibly a little older, and she still runs around causing mischief and chaos as if she is just a little tiny baby. While we're talking about her health, you may notice a tumor. I did take her to the vet. They decided she was too old to safely operate. It is a benign memory tumor and hasn't affected her quality of life. She's just the most amazing explorer in the world. So today we're going to be looking at 7 categories, each ranked on a scale of 1 to 10 to determine Angel's exact ranking. The first category is looks, because for better or worse, we do in fact see an animal visually first. So Angel is randomly what they call a silvermane rat. So I don't know if you can see, but in certain lights, she literally shines. I mean, it's kind of hard to see because my wings are so shiny right now, but I promise you, she is also slightly shiny. You can kind of see the gradients in her fur, that she has this darker color and then this lighter silver color.
I think you can really see the shine here from our Christmas video about Erwin stealing presents. And then this is just her in a dig box eating an apple, being the cutest, shiniest, most beautiful rat in the world. Sorry you can't beat her.
She has this adorable white belly, adorable little opera gloves. Absolutely beautiful, stunning masterpiece of a rat. 100% a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Very beautiful silvermane rat. Rats are such smart little animals. They have such unique and individual personalities that it would have been crazy for me not to provide a category that's just kind of wild card. What does this rat do? And one thing that this rat does, as I said, very quirky girl, very adventurous, very active. She loves to dig. She loves to dig. She loves to dig so much, in fact, that she's ruined the digging box for everyone else because I have to make the level of dirt a little lower than I would ideally like to, because the second a dig box is in the cage, Angel burrows down and throws all the dirt out. And at first I thought oh, she's trying to dig, but it's as she's digging, all the dirt is flying. So I'm just gonna get a much deeper box and do a little bit less dirt, and then she can dig as much as she wants. And then when I saw her, I was like, oh no, the game is to push all the dirt out of the box. That is not a byproduct or side effect of the way in which she is using the digging box. That is how the digging box should in fact be used, according to Angel. So she's just a little tiny ratty bulldozer. And honestly, she's 10 out of 10 for that. She's great at it. And I love that she's so happy. Next category, name. So I did not name Angel. She came to me with the name Angel. And what's funny about Angel is I always talk about how rats are such amazing pets. They're so gentle. They're so sweet. I can take smushed up avocado and put it in front of her. And look, she will be so gentle. She will give the gentlest little kisses. Just lick the avocado off my fingers. I trust this girl so much. This girl has bitten me multiple times, and it's never aggressive. It's never malicious. It's never anything like that. But twice now, there have been moments where she was snuggling in my sweatshirt or whatever. And then my armpit smelled interesting to her. So she just chomped down. that's a thing that she's done. And I let it slide once because I was like, okay, well, that was a fluke. And then either the second or honestly possibly the third time that that little goblin chomped down on me, I was like, okay, well, now you have lost your... Remember when I said that this girl is more my little explorer than my little snugglebug? This is the kind of shenanigan that I was talking about. Anyway, either the second or third time she bit me, again, not aggressively, not violently, just like, ooh, your armpit smells interesting to me, is the time when I went, okay, well, now you've lost your snuggling in my sweatshirt privileges, just like she's losing her climbing up my wing privileges. I went ahead and put Miss Girly back in the cage because, yeah, she was just done sitting still. As much as I love having her in frame and showing you how beautiful she is, at the end of the day, rats are not props. They are my teeny tiny friends. They have thoughts and feelings. Her thoughts and feelings were, I'm going to climb up your wings to go back into my cage. And the climbing up my wings part, I was not going to let happen, but the going back to her cage, if she was ready to go back in, she gets to go back in. But anyway, her name. She came to me with the name Angel, and she's arguably the most... bad. I use that word so lightly. She's not a bad girl at all. But the fact that she is one of the only rats I've ever had who is really like unpredictably bitey. When my family has to care for them while I'm away, they're like, that the grayish silver one, like she's the one who kind of nips sometimes, right? And I have to be like, yes, that's her. And because I have so many rats and they don't live long, so I'm always having new rats and, you know, the circle of rat life, people sometimes don't remember all of my rats' names, but I think that people kind of remember that the one bitey rat I have is in fact named Angel. So I guess there's something kind of fun in that irony there. So name-wise, I'm gonna go ahead and give Girly Pop a solid 3 out of 10. The next category is going to be the P4, the paw print painting participation. And that is referring to the ease with which the ratty adds their footprints to this beautiful painting right here. And oh boy, y'all, I have a story for you about Angel's paw print participation thus far, because let me tell you something, Girly knows how to participate. This started back in my apartment in New York before I moved to the West Coast during the pandemic, but when the little painting got boxed up, I then thought it had gotten lost. It hadn't, and then like years later, I was unboxing something and there was the paw print painting. Here it is. You can see it in the background of a lot of my videos. When I was resuming making the paw prints, because you see this was Molly Grew in 2020, Sunny Bodo Rat in 2020. You can see Maple 2023, and yet there's no Maple's footprint here. That's because when I started picking it back up and doing paw prints again with my rats here on the West Coast, I thought I was being really cute, and I ordered a food-based, like plant-based paint that's for babies finger painting, because I was like, oh, this is gonna be super healthy for them, it's gonna be extra great. And so I did Angel's paw prints like that, I did Maple's paw prints like that. It was fantastic. I was so proud of myself. And then I noticed one day Angel kept like going up to it and like sniffing it, and I was like, she's admiring her art, that's so cute. And I knew she probably wasn't really admiring her art, I just thought she was like smelling or whatever. She ate all of the paw prints. She ate them, and it makes me sad because I don't have Maple anymore, but I do have her little paw prints on a card, so I'm going to use it as a stamp. And I feel like Angel is already starting out with a negative score because she, and I cannot stress this enough, ate her paw prints and all of her sister's paw prints. And like, yes, that's my fault. I should have been more aware. I should have noticed what she was doing. And also it turns out I shouldn't have used food-based dye. I'm going to use some Crayola non-toxic washable paints that I've seen people use for their rats. I'm actually gonna do that after this because I don't want little ratty footprints all over this outfit. So you, the audience, will be watching this at a time after which Miss Angel's footprints have been added to this beautiful canvas. I, right now recording this, am in the past, and Angel's footprints haven't been added to this beautiful thing. I guess it's fair for me to rank Angel on however she puts her paw prints on the canvas itself and not actually take points off, because again, like, that does fall back on me to think about, like, what do rats and what rats do is chew. I mixed this light blue color because, like, Angel Sky, get it? And then I tried to lure her onto the canvas with a treat, and she made perfect paw prints on my desk. Then I just, like, set her down on the canvas. She was not super into it, but she also, like, wasn't super committed to running away. She did her little ratty best, and, like, was her little ratty best perfect? No, but it was like a 5 out of 10. We will also be scoring on the category of politeness of treat taking. As I said, rats, very sweet, very gentle creatures. They also get very excited when they see treats, and some rats take them oh so very gently, and some rats not so much, little bit less gentle. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being takes treats the way, like, a Disney princess has little birds land upon her hand with a handful of seed, just oh so gently takes little seed by seed. And 10 is like leaps out and snaps their jaws at a passing thing as if they are a moray eel just, like, darting out of a cave. Look, Erwin, that's so nice. Oh, so gentle. There's Miss Angel. Ah. She missed 3 times and got my finger. Call me an Italian in love, because that's amore. Now let's talk about her origin story. Angel is this stunning silvermane. She has this gorgeous color that lots of people breed for, and yet she was just in a feeder bin at a reptile store. Angel is a rat that I found through a closed Facebook group. You have to, prove that you're a good rat person, and then it helps people rehome rats when they're in need. And Angel and her sister Maple belonged to a family who had just had some of their boy rats die. They really didn't want to go through that cycle of grief again. They were wondering if anyone hated themselves enough to continually take in animals with a 2 to 3 year lifespan. I said, that's me. I love to suffer. Angel, I got last year, I believe in September. I will look that up. In 2023, they said she was probably about 1.5 years when I got her. And her sister Maple, who has since passed, but she was the cuddliest rat I've ever had in my life, probably. So the thing about Angel and Maple is that their family also kept reptiles. I know they had snakes. I don't think they fed them, but they went to the reptile store, and the reptile people knew that these people also had pet rats. And so sometimes they would take rats and be like, hey, this one's kind of cool. Do you want it as a pet? Think the beginning of Little Shop of Horrors when he's like, and sometimes he sells me
weird and exotic cuttings. Because he knows, you see, that strange plants are my hobby.
They know that keeping rats as pets and not food is my hobby. And so her first family bought her and brought her home and made her their pet, and then they rehomed her to me. Now here's the thing about Angel. She's not even one of my most snuggliest rats, but she's still a little tiny sweetheart, and I love her so much, and she's such an explorer, and she has so much personality. And so it hurts my soul to think about the fact that she's just kind of some random feeder rat. She's a constant reminder that there's no such thing as a lab rat, a feeder rat, a pet rat. Like, no, there's just rats. And then there's what you do with those rats. And what I do with this rat is cuddle her. And of course, the problem is, you know, part of me wants to go to every reptile store, every pet store in the world and buy all of the rats and take all of them home with me. But the thing is, when you buy a rat from a feed store, you're saving that rat, but that just means you are giving money to this reptile store and they're just going to go use that money to get another rat and feed that rat to the snake instead. And like, that hurts my heart, because also on the other hand, it's not like I wish I didn't have this sweet little angel. I want her here with me. I love having her here with me. And I hate that she was almost eaten by something else, but also it really does raise such ethical conundrums that I don't like thinking about. And I don't want to be thinking about rats being devoured. I don't want to be thinking about the ethics of trying to stop those rats from being devoured. So yeah, her origin story makes me super, super sad. -2 out of 10. Don't care for it. Much like an ASMR slime channel, I am going to give my rats a Scoopability rating, which is the ease with which I can pick them up. So I have a shy little rat named Rosella, and Rosella, it's like, if I pick her up, like even once I have her securely in my hands, Rosella will still be like squirming and flailing and being crazy. Like, I cannot pick her up. I mean, I can, but like I don't unless I absolutely have to, because she just hates being picked up. As opposed to her brother Erwin. Erwin, look at this. Look at this. No shame, no self-respect. I can just grab him and just squish him all day long. His Scoopability is like a 12 out of 10. It's like a 20 out of 10. This isn't his video, so he will get his own scores later, but I just have to show you because I'm sure Angel will be relatively well scooped, but like this is the epitome of scooping. Angel does not like being picked up at first, but then once I have her securely in my hands or like on my shoulder or whatever, as you saw, she's totally fine. But unlike Erwin, who I can just like grab no problem, I do sometimes have to kind of like maneuver getting Angel picked up, and then she's immediately fine. So she is neither the most difficult to pick up, nor does she particularly love it. So I'm gonna give her smack in the middle, a 5 out of 10. The cage, so I'm gonna scoop up Miss Angel right now. I know she's not gonna be happy with me. She doesn't like being grabbed. But then once I have her, she's totally fine and calm. But so if I go to grab Angel, she's gonna be a little concerned. You know what? As she's gotten older, her Scoopability is pretty great. So I'm gonna go ahead and make her Scoopability. I'm gonna bring it up to a 7. Here's her final report card with a pretty wide range of scores, from a 10 out of 10 to a -2 out of 10. So add all those numbers up, and overall you get, divided by 7, 10 out of 10, an absolutely perfect rat. Angel, you are perfect, and I love you. So Angel says, thanks for joining us at the beginning of this series, and to like and subscribe for more fabulous rat content. We're going to introduce the whole Mischief. Angel is the first of... I got smacked with a little tail just there.
Smacked with a little tail.
Angel is the first of the 5 rats I have right now, 6 if I count Erwin and his other persona, Night Erwin, as 2 separate rats, which honestly sometimes I do, because those people like don't even know each other. Night Erwin and regular Erwin are such different entities, I can't even begin to tell you. Thanks for checking out our channel. Be kind to others, be kind to animals, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't like strawberries? Really? I'm so surprised. I would have thought you would have loved strawberries. Come here, can I put you back now? Your little foot is caught in my corset. Hi, I'm gonna put you back in your cage, sweet girl. Look at those ears too. I know I was going on and on about how beautiful her coat is, and it is. You can kind of see the shine there, right? You can see this shiny baby, but she also has incredibly cute little Dumbo ears. Oh, Ugh, I know, sweetheart. Come here. I'm gonna put you back. Do you wanna go back in the cage? Look at her shine. Shiny rat. That's a shiny rat. Just a very beautiful, very shiny rat right there. Just a very beautiful, very shiny rat. Come here. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. This is Buttercup right here. She's my newest baby. And she and Angel are really cute because they're kind of in a similar color scheme. And Buttercup also has a little white belly and little white paws like Angel does. And they hang out together a lot. And it's very cute. It's very cute. You're just very cute rats.